One, two, sound check. Hello, Duong. Good evening.
Hi, teacher.
Hello, buddy. Good evening. How are you today?
I'm good.
You're good. You're good. Okay. Did you go to a school today or went to online schooling?
I just go to school in the evening because
Ah,
uh, I, uh in the
in
in the
the
afternoon
oh,
because um the I think like the higher grade is like have a test or something.
okay, okay. Do you think our lesson in time helped you out a lot? Morning, afternoon, evening, so you can distinguish whatever is. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It helps out a lot. Sometimes we can add, lessons, that is not previously or, not is normally being talked about because it will definitely help you. But anyway, so how is your day today? How are you doing?
It's I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm. You're doing good. What are the things that you did, today? Can you share?
Today I stayed at home and
Very good.
play in the play and I still played at home in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and I uh I
You could do it.
yeah, and then in the afternoon I went to school and I study there. It just about 3 lessons.
It's about three lessons. All right.
Um,
All right.
3 lessons. It's not about um Uh, then I went to my grandma's house and
Good.
I played there with my cousin.
Play there with your
Then I
cousins.
just
Uh-huh.
go home.
All right. Very good. Very good. Sounds interesting. And I like your grammar as I was observing your answers. The sentences are in good grammar. So good job. Good job. Yeah. You're maintaining that constant, fondness in grammar. Very good. Okay. So without further ado, what we're going to do today is we're going to tackle page 57. Please open up your book on page 57. All right.
Yeah,
The last activity that we did, that was last week. It was listening to a story, and reading the article about I Will Survive in Spanish or Will I, if you remember that.
yeah,
So we have our character studying Spanish and he went to Spain. He had a lot of tasks or tests, that he encountered, and we're going to continue with that. Basically, we're going to talk about modifiers this time. So we will start with vocabulary or number four, vocabulary modifiers. Please tell me once you're there at that page basically. Okay?
yes.
If not, I'll have to share my screen with you. Look, always disappear. There. Okay. Tell me if you can see my book. It's okay if you want to use my book.
Yes.
All right. Do you see it clearly or do you want me to enlarge it a bit?
But I have my book now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go with. Yeah, good thing it loaded fast today. Remember we if you
Yeah.
remember we always have to wait for it for like a couple or several minutes to load. Anyway. So we got it right here. Can you please read the example or the sample sentences? Basically, there are two.
Um. Uh. T- Wait. Can you repeat it?
Can you please read the
Because
sample sentences, the one that I have
uh,
highlighted in yellow?
yes, it's my pronunciation of the stadium wasn't very good.
All right.
I was feeling a bit nervous at this point.
I like your. I still like pronunciation. Still sharp with the pronunciation part. Very good. All right. Now there are a couple of sentences here. Examples of the sentences. If you would, look at my screen, the highlighted words here are very and a bit.
Yeah,
All right. These are the modifiers. We add
yes,
this to distinguish basically or grade something without saying it's very painful. How painful? 1 to 10. 10. It's like that some way somehow. It modifies, you know, the distinction of the word. Say for example, my pronunciation of the stadium, instead of saying wasn't good, wasn't very good, was used. So that means he really didn't like how his pronunciation, went out. Same thing with being nervous. Can you distinguish you being nervous? Yourself being nervous? Oh, teacher, I am very nervous today, or I'm nervous today. How nervous are you? Teacher, I think 20. Sometimes we're like that. But it helps if you would just, nah, just a bit nervous. Oh, okay. Because there's a certain level of degree, if you understand if you know what I mean, right? So we're going to do letter A. Please
yes.
read the instruction on letter A.
Um, complete this. Complete a chart with words in the box.
Okay. Complete the chart with the words in the box. What are our words? We have here a bit, incredibly, not very, quite, really, and very. So, basically, as you can see it here from the book, not very has already been taken out. It has been crossed out already.
Yes,
All right. Spanish is not very difficult. So that is from the lower degree. Now, what we're going to do is that I want you to answer this. I want you to type it in our chat box, the level or the words on how you would complete this. As it says, complete the chart with the words in the box. Teacher, do I need to start from
yes,
the top or from the bottom? It's up to you. As long as it's there, we're going to check it. All right? If you're ready,
yes,
you may now begin.
yes. I read it or I type in the chat box.
You can type it on the chat box first. Once you are done
Uh,
answering, then we can all read it. It doesn't matter. It's okay.
yes,
Okay, since you are using your book, I'm going to stop sharing now. I'm going to switch to my teacher's manual just to verify some things.
yes.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Very good.
Yes,
Very good. Okay. Excuse me, Duong. If you'll excuse me, I'll just have to zip water. My throat is kind of bit drying.
yes,
I had my booster shot of the vaccine earlier today, so I'm feeling a bit, a bit wheezy. Yeah, my arm is really, really
yes,
heavy, and it's kind of like wheezy. Anyway,
yes.
we have to go on. All right. Is this your final answer? Are these your final
Wait,
answer?
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, you want to put, everything. Okay, very good. Very good. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm done now.
Okay. All right. So basically, actually, I just need four of them because very and not very has already been taken out. As I've said earlier, they have already been pre-answered. So I'll just take one, two, and then four and five. Let's go ahead, check. All right, please read
Yes.
number one. Spanish is
Spanish is incredibly difficult.
incredibly difficult. Let me check the spelling. Very good. All right, number two.
Number two is uh, Spanish is really difficult.
Really difficult. Very good. All right. How about number three? After the word very.
Yes. Spanish is quite difficult.
Quite difficult. Okay. And lastly, number five.
Number five is Spanish. Uh, Spanish is a bit difficult.
A bit difficult, yes. All right. Very good. You got four out of this. Very good. Very good. Now let's change the word Spanish. Let's change let's change it to English. If I will ask you,
Yes.
how difficult is learning English?
Um,
Not with your
Learning English.
not with your skill today. Your skill today is really getting sharper and sharper and sharper. But if you remember, like almost 3 years ago when we first started out, how was it? How was learning English for you? How difficult was it?
I think learning English was quite difficult.
Quite difficult. Okay. All right. Maybe I was expecting very difficult, but yeah, because what you're doing is very very commendable. You practice, you read in your free time, you apply it, and you always practice. That's what I've noticed from you. So keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go ahead with the next
Yes.
one. All right, can you please read this for me? A bit. When do we use the term a bit? Can you please read?
Um, a bit. We only use a bit before negative adjectives and adverbs. Example, a bit difficult or a bit slowly.
All right. So take note. You don't say a bit easy.
Yes.
You use it for negative adjectives. All right? A bit
Yes.
difficult, a bit slowly, a bit impossible. What are your chances of passing this exam? I don't know, teacher. I think it's just a bit because it's a bit impossible or it's a bit difficult. It's kind of like that. But in your case, I believe in
Yes.
you. You're a good student. So I got no worries for that. Yeah, we're just giving emphasis. When do
Yes.
you use the term a bit? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Letter B. Letter B. Please read the instructions for letter B.
Letter B. Uh, Complete the sentences with one of the words or phrases so that it makes a true sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Compare with the partner.
Right. Okay. Compare with a partner. So that means I'll be your partner for tonight. I'll also do mine, my stuff. All right. So I'm gonna give you.
Mm,
Would 2 minutes be fine? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to answer these, and then once you're done,
yes.
I want you to type your answers in our chat box. Then we will read them all together as we check if our words are correct. Teacher, what words?
Yes.
You can definitely use the words that we used before. A bit, incredibly, not very, quite, really, very. You can use those. All right. Do you think 2 minutes would be enough,
Yes.
or do you want some more time?
I think I want about 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay. I thought it's. I thought you're gonna say, teacher, it's easy for me, so you can give me 2 minutes. So, okay. All right.
Yes.
Go. I'm gonna have mine as well. All right.
Teacher,
Yes,
I have a
sir.
question.
Yeah. What's up?
Um, what, um, I forgot.
Okay.
Ah,
Maybe.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's uh, do I need to type? all the sentence, or I just type the words.
Okay, here again. You just have to type the words. It's okay. It's okay.
Yes,
Because what we're going to do later is that after putting the words, because I need to check the spelling. You know, in our lessons, we always balance things. Yeah, you might be able to say the correct answer, but of course, we still have to check the spelling because wrong spelling is wrong either way. I want you to learn both in writing or in written and in verbal. I want to balance that for you. That's one of our targets for you for this month. Okay, moving forward, basically. So yeah, you can
yes.
type in just the answers, and then once we are done, we're going to check them. We're going to read them, and then we're going to fit them here. Letter B. What's letter B, buddy? I'm B.
I mean that.
Oh, okay. I'm just okay. B. Complete sense. Okay.
Yes,
If you're ready, your 5 minutes starts now.
yes. Teacher, can
Yes,
you
sir.
wait?
Sure. No worries.
Yeah.
I'm just right here, buddy.
I'm back.
Okay. Very good. I'm just copying your answers here on my index card because I'm actually checking your answers. I'm recording them as well.
Yes.
By the way, did you already had your vaccines completed?
Um, I had a two shot. Is that enough?
Yes, yes. For starters, yes.
Yes.
Here in the Philippines, they are implementing a third vaccine. That's what they call a booster shot.
Uh,
Yeah, because of the Omicron virus, the Omicron variant.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I'm finished my work now.
yes, sir. I just copied everything. All right, let's go ahead and try to work things out. So you will give your answer. I will give my answer. We will try to compare. All right. This doesn't
Yeah.
have any, anything that could be, oh, it needs to be this, needs to be that. We will check the sentences if our words fit. Okay. Number one, please read along with your answer.
Uh, yes. Number one. Uh, uh, I'm quite good at learning languages.
Very good. I'm quite good at learning languages. Uh-huh. If you are,
Number two,
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, yes. Number two, I'm incredibly motivated to improve my English.
Okay. All right. That's also a correct answer.
Uh,
Yes.
Number three, English pronunciation is not very difficult.
Okay. Not very difficult.
Number,
Okay. Excuse me for a minute. My PC needs to be plugged in.
yes.
All right. There you go. Number four.
Number four, uh, English grammar is quite complicated.
Okay. Quite complicated. Number five.
Number five, I'm very worried about the next exam, the
I'm
next English exam.
okay. Why are you very worried? You're good at this. Okay. I'm just kidding. Number six. Number six.
uh, Number six is English is really important for my work or studies.
Very good. Okay. My answer is this. Number one, I'm quite good at learning languages. Why? With all honesty, of course, I know English, Filipino, Spanish, and some other Filipino dialects. All right. Next one, number two. So I think I'm really quite good at learning language. I love learning languages. I love literature. I love, you know, foreign languages. Number two, I'm motivated. I'm really motivated to improve my English. Why? I'm a teacher. Okay. Teachers also make mistakes, but of course, that's not an excuse for you not to be good at what you're doing. So you constantly learn. I constantly search for other learning materials. I constantly join uh, other educational forums that would help me improve my English. So I'm really motivated to improve my English. And of course, I want to be a good teacher to all of you, my students. So I cannot share you, good things if I'm not going to learn good things, right? So, number three,
Yes,
English pronunciation is very difficult. Not for me, because to be quite honest with you, growing up with the language ever since I was born, we were already speaking English. So it's not that difficult for me.
yes,
However, it is difficult for my students. Moreover, or more so, especially for those students who doesn't have that good base knowledge when it comes to pronunciation. So for me, I'm speaking in a term or in a way that I look at my students. So for me, it is English pronunciation is very difficult, to begin with. Number four, English grammar is incredibly complicated. Even though I grew up with the English language, I still have to know the rules of grammar, when to use this. Like, for example, this one. When do we use the word or the phrase a bit? Okay. When did you know
yes,
or where did you know that you can only use the word a bit for negative adjectives? I bet you learned it here at Free Talk English, right? So there
yes,
are a lot of loopholes when it comes to the English grammar. So you have to study it. Number five, I'm a bit worried about the next English exam. Why? I don't have an exam anymore. Okay.
yes,
No, actually, I do. I still study, for my professional, my master's in English. And English is very important for my work studies. Why? I teach English. All right. So basically, your answers are all correct, all good, very good. So you know now when to use the modifiers, when to use quite, incredibly, not very, really, or a bit. So let's go ahead with number five, speaking. Can you please read letter A, instructions?
yes. A. How well do you think you could do max 4 tests in English and why?
Very good. How well do you think you could do Max's four tests in English? Why? Let's go back to Max's four tests. Number one, order a drink and a sandwich in a bar. Ask how much is it and understand the price. That's number one. Can you please read number two?
Number two,
Mm-hmm.
ask for directions in the street and follow them.
Okay, very good. Number three, get a taxi to a famous place in Madrid. And number four, please read number four.
For this, leave a message on somebody's voicemail.
Very good. Again. All right. Now again, there are, three rules. You mustn't use a dictionary or phrase book. You mustn't speak English at any time. You mustn't use your hands or mime or write anything down. So let's go back to the instruction. How well do you think you could do Max's four tests in English? Say for example, if you would go to the US, let's change the scenery. Let's say you will be traveling to the US. All right, you'll be going to, let's
Yes,
say, yeah, my home state of California. Let's say you wanted to go to, you would we would do that test in California. How well do you think you could do Max's four tests in English, and why? This is an example answer. I think I could order a drink and sandwich quite well. If you would go back a bit, we used quite, really, very, a bit, incredibly, and not very. So you can use those words or phrases to answer this question. Okay, I'll give you time to think. I'll give you
yes,
time to think. Yeah. And then you can type your answers and then we can talk about it once you're done. I'll give you a minute. How about that? I think I could ask for directions in the street and follow them very, very well. That's my answer for that. How about you?
um, I think um, uh, I think I'm uh, quite good when I'm
What?
doing when I do that. I think I think I'm quite good when I do the max for tests.
Hmm. In English. Because
Yeah, because for now I'm I think I'm good enough, and
very good,
yeah, I'm good
actually, in
enough
English.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I would definitely, yeah, be confident in you going to the US and you being able to ask for directions, order food, ask questions because yeah, you've been doing quite well this past few years. You've been constantly improving. All right, and that's it for today. That's the only time that we have. Very good for the results of your questions and answers. Pronunciation is very good. Also, I like the grammar. Wow, awesome. And fluency. All right. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow for our next lesson. All right. If you don't have any questions, I will say goodbye for now. And again, see you tomorrow. Please be safe. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Duong. Goodbye.
Yes, see you again.
See you again.